So hello, my name is Dr. Brianna Bobbit, and I'm a psychology associate at Interdynamics, Inc. And today we have a question that I will provide an answer to. My husband and I have hit a rough patch after 15 years of marriage. We argue constantly. I told him that in order to continue being married, we need to go to couples counseling. He told me that as the breadwinner of the house, he doesn't respond to ultimatums. Am I wrong for presenting him with one? So my first thing is, we don't deal in right or wrong when it comes to communicating things we don't know how to communicate. So first answer is no, you're not wrong for presenting him with the ultimatum. You just weren't sure of how to communicate what you needed to communicate. The thing about ultimatums is when you present a person with an ultimatum, it's a knee-jerk reaction. They respond in a knee-jerk reaction, which usually looks like defensiveness or completely shutting down, which it sounds like your husband did, right? I'm the breadwinner of this house. I don't respond to ultimatums. The focus here is less about if you're wrong for presenting the ultimatum and more about why you got to the ultimatum, which is the constantly arguing and ultimately feeling lost in your relationship. Instead of offering ultimatums, what we do is we set boundaries. Ultimatum says, if you don't do this, I'm going to do this. That is a threat. Don't respond well to threats. A boundary says, leading with an I statement, I feel this way when this thing happens, and in order for me to feel better, this thing needs to not happen. So in this case specifically, a way to approach the issue is to say, hey honey, I am feeling disconnected from you. I am feeling drained by the amount of arguing that's been happening. And I feel that couples therapy would be beneficial for us to help us navigate our problems. And then, so that's identifying the need. The boundary, there has to be the point at which there's no return, right? So the boundary becomes, if we cannot commit to getting help, to going to couples therapy, I will need to take a step back from the relationship to reassess our future and what's going to be best for myself and for us. In that type of communication, there's no threat. You didn't threaten them. You completely left the choice up to them. Here's what my need is. Here's how I propose we address that. And here's the consequence if we're unable to do so. Versus either you do this or I'm out the door. And that gives the person, which a lot of people respond well to, autonomy. That gives them their autonomy back. That gives them the ability to say yes or no. The thing about a boundary is, it is not a person's responsibility to respect your boundary, but it is your responsibility to uphold your boundary. That puts the responsibility back on you, not on him, back on you. So yes, that is our conversation about ultimatums versus setting boundaries.
Interdynamics is a behavioral health firm in Hyattsville, Maryland, specializing in couples therapy and marriage counseling for heterosexual and LGBTQIA couples. We offer in-person appointments as well as virtual sessions. To get started, call us at 301-306-4590 or send a message on the Contact Us page of our website at interdynamicsinc.com.